special day. Today happens to be Randy's Today happens to be Randy's 60th birthday, so please all join together and let's sing happy birthday to Randy Hedge.
All you're clapping about is I ain't died yet. Howdy! Oh, come on, this is ACN. We can do better than that. Howdy! One more time, let's let the world know we are here. Howdy! Have y'all ever seen a mule at the Kentucky Derby? You know, I kind of feel that way standing up there. I mean, you've seen some of the best. Them thoroughbreds. You know, they got poise and they're purebred and they know how to pose. And then they trot out a mule. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's kind of like a donkey but bigger. I know my job. I know why I'm here. I'm here so you can turn to your team members and say, if Jethro can do it, we're going to be rich. And I'll be honest with you, I owned it. I was walking in the room this morning, and as I was coming in, I heard a lady say, that's him. I got to tell you, I kind of puffed up a little bit. She said, they call him the cowboy. Oh, I was peacocking now. And then I heard her say, it ain't no act. He's really that dumb. I turned and I said, Marcy. For those of you who don't know, Marcy's my wife. Ladies, I want you to see who married a trophy husband. Let me introduce to you the love of my life, the foundation of my world. I would drink her dirty bathwater every day just to get to be with Miss Marcy Hedge. Please stand up, baby. Look, the only thing I had to brag about before I got in this industry is I graduated with 19 people in my graduating class. I graduated in the top 20 of my class. Solid top 20. I ain't proud of being ignorant, but it's paying very well. What I've learned is I just keep it simple. I just talk to folks. How many of you talk to yourself? Raise your hand if you talk to yourself. Keep them up. Rest of you going, I don't talk to myself. Right? Raise your hand, everybody in here. Ma'am, I'm going to keep pointing at you till you raise your hand. The problem is what do we tell ourselves? See, as I sat back there today and I listened to all these great trainers, and y'all have got some phenomenal trainers. I kept thinking, well, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about this. I can't talk, and then it dawned on me. They really ain't nothing new. It's just a different way of hearing it or doing it. My job is to help you talk to yourself. If you understand, go, The first thing you got to understand is this is a business. And it's life. And business and life ain't fair. It'll never be fair. Some of you's better looking than others. I'm looking at you. Some of us are smarter than others. Some of us ain't so smart. Listen, the only thing kept me out of Harvard, high school. But when I found out this is an equal playing field, they don't care about your background, your ability, your education, or lack thereof. It don't matter where you live. It don't matter what you think about yourself. What matters is what you do. We all have the exact same comp plan. We all have the exact same services, the exact same rates. We all promote the exact same way. Do you realize that the only thing that keeps you from being up here, from being a brand new SVP, is you? That's it. When we accept the fact that it's just about starting something. How many of you ready to start something? How many of you wouldn't raise your hand no matter what I said? I've been blessed. I've been in this industry 30 years. I've been with 2 companies so far, and I'm glad to be a part of this. But I got to tell you, I'm a little ticked, a little pissed that I wasn't an SVP yet. I mean, I know Presley. I know Greg. They're dear friends of mine. And I've watched both of them trying to shut a revolving door. Hell, if they can do it, we can do it. Presley, I love you, brother. So what is it we do? It's real simple. You heard it this morning. Tony said it. You get some customers and you get some customer getters. Got it? Ma'am, I promise you, I ain't drinking. This is it. And unless you are, it ain't gonna get no better. You just got. Some of you didn't get that customer getter deal. Let me break it down for you. I've made millions and millions with this little bitty old story. I call customers eggs. Eggs. Everywhere you look, there's eggs. They're everywhere. Every cell phone, every meter loop, every internet bill, every TV bill. They're eggs. For $200, these boys will give you a basket. Your job is to go put a few eggs in the basket. If you understand, give me the international sign for yes. Yes. After you get a few eggs, you then go get you some chickens. I know, it's advanced. Them chickens, they lay eggs and hatch other chickens that lay eggs and hatch other chickens. If you got enough chickens, you can have all the eggs you want. Yes? Yes. Some of you ain't with me. How many of you think it'd be a good deal to get paid every month on thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of customers? Raise your hand. If you didn't raise your hand, leave. We need the chairs. There's people standing. Look, they ain't a basket big enough for you to go out and gather 10,000 eggs. I don't care how good you are, how pretty you are, how great you smell. There ain't enough time in the day. But we can all get a few. And then teach a few who get a few. Who teach a few who get a few. If you understand, go, uh-huh. Do you know why this works? Why this is different? Why we will be the largest network marketing company in the world? Because even if the chicken dies, the egg is still there. You can't make them quit paying that electric bill. You can't make them quit paying that internet bill. I used to think that was some of the best. I've decided cell phone, mobile, or as Robert says, mobile, was the best thing out there. I think mobile beats it all.
Yeah.
Even homeless people got cell phones. So you're here today to learn how to go find you some chickens and eggs. If you're ready, go First thing you got to do is understand there's only 4 steps. That's it. Prospecting, invite, showing the plan, and persevering. That's it. If you can do them 4, you can get up here. Prospecting. I'm going to teach you how. This is my method. Everybody look at me. Smile. Smile. Smile or you're going to wet to bed tonight, man. She said, I do that every night. Look at me and smile, and all you do is go, howdy. Come on, try it. If they don't say howdy back, walk on by. That don't always work out great. I was making a trip down here to show the plan, to talk to some people about the business. I stop there in Sulphur Springs. I go into a little rest stop on the side of the road. As I come in, the first stall's full, so I'm going back to the second stall. And all of a sudden, I hear a guy go, howdy. Now, I don't know y'all's outhouse etiquette. I started not to say something, but then it dawned on me, if he's this friendly, he could be good in the business. So I said, howdy, neighbor, howdy. I got on in the stall, and the next thing he said is, what are you doing? I decided to take the high road. I said, well, I'm on my way to Dallas to teach some people how to get paid on life essential services. All of a sudden, I heard this mad, aggravated voice said, hey, man, I'm going to hang up and call you back. Every time I say something, this idiot in the next stall answers me. Hard to believe I are a top earner, ain't it? Look, all you gotta do is talk to folks. That's it. That's all prospecting is. Don't go out there and try to sell them. Just go out and make a friend. How you doing? What do you do? How long you done that? Does your mama know you do that? One of the most successful legs I've ever had come from a young man that I heard him coming before I saw him. He was jangling. He had pierced this eyebrow 2 times, pierced this eyebrow 1 time, had one in his nose, had a bunch in his ears, had them big old holes with the hoop, and he had a little pointy deal coming out of his lip. I remember thinking, when he's 60, he ain't gonna be able to keep milk in his mouth. When I decided to be friendly, I decided to talk to him, so I turned to him and I said, did they catch the guy that did that to you? Brother, he said, I did it to myself. I said, why are you talking funny? He said, I got 2 of them in my tongue. I said, look, I've always wanted to know, when you run real fast, do them holes in your ears go, woo? And we connected, and we got to talking about tattoos and ink and alternative lifestyle and piercings. We're as far apart as you can imagine, but we found a common bond. And all of a sudden he said, what do you do? You gotta quit clapping. I ain't got time. I got real serious. I leaned in close. I looked at him. And I said, I look for people that want to make a lot of money and ain't afraid to be different. He said, that's me. He actually joined my team, but he didn't do a whole lot except tell one person who did very little but tell one person, who did absolutely nothing but tell one person, who did nothing but tell two people, who did nothing but tell three people, who grew to one of my biggest legs I've ever had. Prospecting. Make a friend. Just talk to folks. Smile. Say howdy. We're going to practice again. Howdy. Second step, invitation. You got to get them to look. Hear me. Most people ain't going to see this unless you make them sit down and look. It blows my mind that people get upset because people don't want to do this. You know why they don't want to do it? They don't understand it. I'll prove my point. I need a victim. I mean a helper. Stand up, young man. What's your name?
Come on.
Nick.
Everybody say hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Come here, Nick. Come real quick. I ain't got time. All right, Nick. This is $100. It's going to be yours. I'm not going to embarrass you. Too bad. If I was to offer you $10,000, Nick, look at me. Would you jump out of an airplane without a parachute?
No.
He said no. What if I offered you $250,000? Would you jump out of an airplane without a parachute? Look at me, Nick.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Whoa.
All right, we're going to get serious. $1 million.
No.
He said no. Here's the problem, Nick. You don't know all the information. The airplane's still sitting on the ground. I was afraid he was going to figure it out on that $1 million, and he got a little quiet on me. They always say no because they don't know. Our job is to get the information in front of them. If you understand, go, uh-huh. You got to beg them, blackmail them, manipulate them. I don't care if you do it or not. We'll be friends. Even if you don't want to do it, I'll still love you, but you got to look. If you don't look, I'm going to tell your wife about Tijuana. You got to prospect, and you got to invite. The third part is you got to show the plan. Say it.
Show the plan.
Say it again.
Show the plan.
Say it again.
Show the plan.
You know how I show the plan?
Tell me.
Chickens and eggs. Listen, you can't do it the wrong way to the right person that's been looking and praying. It ain't for you to judge. I would submit to you that there ain't a single one of y'all in here that would have ever prospected me. Kind of makes sense now that I said it. I thank God every day that Preston Swigert, he didn't give up on me. He loved me and believed in me before I believed in myself. You got to make them look. If you understand, go uh-huh. And then the last part, you got to persevere. You got to stick and stay till you get that pay. Now, it ain't going to be fair. It might be harder for you. It might be more difficult. You might not be a people person. I don't care. I don't care. So what you had to do 3 times the presentations to someone else? So what if you had to drive twice as far? So what if it took you 10 times longer? Do you understand? All you got to do is keep doing it. To be successful, to be a good daddy, to be a good husband, to be an ACN independent business owner that's successful, you just have to persevere. Pay a price. I'll end with my favorite story where I learned about paying the price. My youngest son, Tanner. Marcy and I are blessed to have 3 children. At the time, Tanner was starting that deal where he didn't want to go to bed. How many of you have children? How many ever once was a child? So most of us can relate. You know when they start that deal, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm scared, I don't want. So I told Tanner, I said, we're going to bed. You get in them covers, we're going to say our prayers, you go to sleep. He said, but Daddy, I'm thirsty. I said, I don't want to hear it. Should have got a drink before we come up. You know we're going to bed. I tucked him in. Folks, I didn't even get down the stairs when I heard, Daddy, I'm thirsty. I went back in that bedroom. I flipped the lights on. I said, I'm going to toast them honey buns. Hey, I'm hearing some of this for the first time myself. All right? I'm going to toast them honey buns if you don't go to sleep. You understand, young man? Yes, sir. I just got downstairs. I just got the recliner. I just pulled over that remote control to that mind-numbing, income-reducing, life-wasting TV. Hey, quit watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and go become one. I'm going through the 339 channels and all of a sudden I hear, Daddy! I come up out of that recliner like one of them Kung Fu Ninja movies. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I looked up and there stood that little man with his hands on his hips. He said, Daddy, on your way up here to whoop me, would you bring a glass of water? Prospect, invite, show the plan, persevere. It's been an honor to share this time with you.